Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV, the final broadcast here on this Thursday evening. And it is now time for the California Lightning Sprints Esports Series. 360 wings sprint cars here at the only track that doesn't have an outside wall in the turns. Lernerville Speedway plays host to round number 9 of the series. Cody Gray on screen, quick time with a 13.782. A 13.782. Let's take a look at some of the other drivers. AJ Bender with a 13.798. Ryan Greco 8th with a 13.975. Jake Swanson in car number 17 on the racetrack right now. Well, welcome everybody in from the Tim Sims watch party, and welcome into the Facebook and the YouTube feeds as well. Jake Swanson, 13.839, fourth quick. Last lap was a 14.208. Watching Austin Nye in car number 97. Peyton Grease jumps to position 4 with a 13.833. His driver's getting 3 laps around the Lernerville Speedway here in Sava, Pennsylvania. Of course, a big thanks to, of course, the California Lightning Sprints and putting on the Esports Series 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. Of course, a big thanks to, of course, the Corey Cruiseman Sprint Car Midget Driving School. Make sure you check them out on all their social media pages. Give them a thumbs up, like, follow, subscribe, do what you got to do to their social media pages, and support the people that support sim racing. Austin Nye, 9th quick. JD Laird, that is Cody Nye on screen. I'm sure JD Laird is on the racetrack somewhere. There he is in the JDR graphics. Car number 23 with a 13.850. His best lap time 2 laps ago was a 13.886. As the qualifying session has just concluded, and well, we get to take a look here at your qualifying results. Coming up on screen, the California Lightning Sprints Esports Series. Yes, we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Cody Gray getting it done with a 13.782. Troy Morris came second quick. AJ Bender in third. Fourth was Cody Nye. Rounding up the top 5 was Peyton Grease. We are looking at 3 heat races on the program for tonight. Let's see if our Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid is going to work this time. No, it is not. So I'm going to figure out why that doesn't want to show up. And now, we can see on the left-hand side of the screen, Rusty Kruger, JD Laird, they will make up row number 1. Row number 2 will be Cody Nye and Cody Gray. Row 3 will be Aiden Lang. And then we've got Dakota Albright, Brent Twitty, and Dominic Del Monte there in positions number 7 and 8. Fastest qualifier, ladies and gentlemen, coming from position number 4. Yes, we are live across Facebook and YouTube, so feel free to let us know where you are watching from. Who do you think is going to go to victory lane? There is a high possibility that a driver from the outside of the second row in car number 4 of Cody Nye, he has been unbeatable. Well, he's been beatable, but he has been very much at the top of his game. Rusty Kruger and JD Laird on the front row. Heat race number 1, we're about to launch here at the Lernerville Speedway. Green flag is out for 8 laps. Kruger got tagged by JD Laird. And they'll sit in 7th and 8th right now as we go down the back straight away. Your race leader is Cody Nye. Dakota Albright sits in 2nd. Brent Twitty in 3rd. Then you go back to 8th. Lang and Dominic Del Monte back there in position number 5. Make that 6 because Cody Gray in the number 4 machine. He is a man on a mission and missing that front wing in the number 4 machine. He'll have to come from deep in the pack in tonight's main event if he's unable to make any more advances in this heat race. Heat number 1 of 3, 3 laps in, 5 to run. Your leader is Cody 9. Now don't forget there'll be the inversion for the heat for the feature race as well, which I believe is 6. So the winner of this will start position 6. The second place driver going to start position 3. I think that might have been Aiden Lang or Brent Twitty going off the racetrack. Just waiting for the timing to open up properly. There's Aiden Lang. There is Cody Gray in the number 4 machine. Timing and scoring. Oh no, what happened to Dakota Albright and Cody 9? That puts Brent Twitty into the race lead. And here he comes, the number 4 machine of Cody Gray, working down low the front wheels. They were dancing up on the inside grass down through turns 3 and 4. You see the left front of Cody 9, the 45 machine. The left front just rolling over the grass down through 1 and 2. So a lot on the line right now for the drivers to come home first and second in this one to start rows 2 and 3 in tonight's main event. Checkered flag is out and looks like Cody and I will get the win. We'll be able to take a look at the results here in just a second. As there we go, the Heat 2 cars making their way onto the racetrack. Or pit road, I should say. Cody and I. Cody Gray finished first and second. Brent Twitty in third. Dakota Albright in fourth. Dominic Del Monte rounds out the top 5. And we go back to Rusty Kruger, JD Laird in 6th and 7th. And Aiden Lang home in position number 8. Again, no point trying to take a look at the grid. We'll just take a look at the left-hand side of the screen here. So Eric Greco and JJ Irksey in row number 1. Row 2. We'll try and bring it up. Peyton Grease, Troy Morris, Jordan Palmer and Grant Sexton. Trevor Ballou and Sean Condy, I believe, there to make up positions 7 and 8 in this one. As the lights will go out on the pace track this time by, means we are just one more circuit away from heat number 2 starting. 8 laps on the board. And I don't think that we're going to need a B main. Eight cars in heat 1, 8 cars in heat 2, that's 16. If it's a 24 car field, you can't have 9 cars in heat 3 because you'll have more cars in heat 1 than what you do heat 2 or 3. But here we go, green flag set to fly. Once again, we're back underway here in heat race number 2 for the first time. Eric Greco, JJ Irksey, they'll come together. Irksey off the racetrack. Peyton Grease looking up on the inside on Eric Greco. There's some contact from 3 and 4. Greco by Trevor Ballou in the 88 machine. Morris getting a slider put on by Peyton Grease. Now Morris back to the inside. Morris was good last week. He'll slide to the middle of the racetrack. Peyton Grease down to the inside again, down into turn number 1 and 2. He'll stay locked down on the low side. Morris right through the middle. Here comes Eric Greco now catching up to Peyton Grease. Grease will hold on to second, nose to tail down the front straight away. The top 3, Greco to the inside on Peyton Grease. Grease back around the outside. He will take back second. Second spot in this heat race. The finisher will start on the outside of the front row, and Peyton Grease looking to start position 2 in tonight's main event. Eric Greco now to the inside, side by side for second and third. It is on right now because here comes the 88 of Trevor Ballou. Ballou tried to make it work in the middle of the racetrack, but again it's Troy Morris out in front. 2 more circuits remaining. Greco, what can he do here as Peyton Grease goes to the inside, throws it in sideways to not slide up into the 8 of Eric Greco, but man oh man, Troy Morris in that number 7 machine is just going to hold on for one more time around Lernerville Speedway. Can he do it? Let's find out through 1 and 2. He'll run the mini slider line. Here comes Greco with a good run. What's going to happen in turns 3 and 4? Nothing. Troy Morris wins. Eric Greco second. Payne Grease home in third. Fourth will go to Trevor Ballou. Fifth will be Grant Sexton, Sean Condy, Jordan Barmer and JJ Irksey there to wrap us up for heat race number 2. And just to make sure that there was no penalties given out, there it is. Morris, Greco, Grease, Ballou, Sexton, Condy and Barmer. Heat number 2 is complete. Heat race number 3 coming up. Ryan Greco, Austin Nye, Jake Swanson, AJ Bender, Joe Gibb, Chris Corder, Rudy Padilla and Jeremy Queener. The 8 cars here to contest the 3rd and final heat race of the night here at the virtual Lernerville Speedway, that is. So, next time by, we will go green flag action. The lights are off on the iRacing.com page truck. iRacing and Race Control giving these drivers a 1 to green signal. Tell you what, we might actually save some of these. We might save this replay. We might stay in here after this one, and we might get some photos of these race cars, because right in the daytime, I think this shot, or some of these shots that we've been sort of getting lately, have been absolutely on point. Here we go, heat number 3, the final heat race of the night here at the Lernerville Speedway. The pace pickens up and the green flag drops. Where will there be a stop? One done on the racetrack. We'll go side by side. It's going to be Austin Nye, Ryan Greco, sorry. AJ Bender in that 21 machine on the outside, 2 by 2. Out of turn number 4. The 77 now, that looks to be Chris Cordner. Just getting shuffled back just a little bit. We'll see what he can do. Looks like he's got the wing in the trunk right now and trying to hold on. Nearly tagging Joe Gibb. It might have been. Races on for the lead. Austin Nye to the low side. Bender around the outside. Bender the race lead. Now here comes Cordner around the outside of Ryan Greco. Ryan Greco in the black, white and orange number 8 machine again. If you finish second in this one, you should start on pole for tonight's 30-lap A main event. Gibb and Swanson now. Gibb on the outside. Cordner up. Oh no, Cordner got to the wall. And Joe Gibb goes upside down on the front straightaway. AJ Bender continues to lead with 3 to run here in the final heat race of the night. Heat race number 3. The California Lightning Sprints Esports 360 Sprint Cars. In Sava, Pennsylvania for round number 9. Presented by Corey Cruz in the Sprint Car and Midget Driving School. We thank everybody that behind the scenes have had a hand in helping this. Over the past 9 weeks, we've seen some fantastic racing. We'll come off 4 this time by, and Bender a little out of shape as he greets the white flag. Austin Nye, what can he do here in the final couple of turns? Down the back straight away. Bender, Nye getting a run. Nye to the inside. Bender to the high side. They come off at turn 4. AJ Bender will win. He will get the job done in heat race number 3. Austin Nye home in second. Third is going to be Ryan Greco. Jake Swanson home in 4th. Chris Cordner to round out your top 5. Jeremy Queener, Rudy Padilla and Joe Gibb going to make up heat race number 3 results. We are just going to let the session just roll over a bit more and skip a couple of sessions. So there is heat race number 3 results. Now these drivers, well, a warm-up session. There is going to be a 5-minute warm-up session. Now I don't believe that we are going to be having the whole entire 5-minute warm-up session. So what we will do, we'll go to our trusty Skycam right now and bring up the race info about the racetrack, how long it is, what the temperature is like and where it's located. Yes, Sava, Pennsylvania. So in fact, we will take a quick break and come back on the other side of this. You are watching the California Lightning Sprints Esports Series 360s here at Lernerville Speedway. Take a quick break and come back on the other side of this for our 30-lap main event. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV for tonight's feature event of the California Lightning Sprints 360 Winged Sprint Car Series, the Esports Series, presented by the Corey Cruiseman Sprint Car and Midget Driving School. Brett Wheeler in the booth with you for tonight's main event. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid with Austin Knight and Eric Greco out of positions 1 and 2. Cody Gray and AJ Bender out of 3 and 4. Troy Morris will start position 5. Cody Nye lines up out of position number 6. Brett Twitty and Peyton Grease will start positions 7 and 8. And Ryan Greco, Dakota Albright out of positions 9 and 10. Trevor Ballou out of position number 11. Position 12, we'll see Jake Swanson. Over the page, Dominic Del Monte and Grant Sexton out of positions 13 and 14th. Chris Corner and Rusty Krug out of 15-16. Sean Condy and Jeremy Queen out of positions 17 and 18. JD Laird, Jordan Barmer out of positions 19 and 20. Rudy Padilla and Aiden Lang out of positions 21 and 22. JJ Yerksey and Joe Gibb in the 23rd and 24th starting positions. Your A main event, ladies and gentlemen, is about to start. And we are set for 30 laps on the board. Can Cody Gray, can he be stopped? He is the driver that has been so dominant all throughout this esports series here on the iRacing.com service. It's time to get dirty for 30. Green flag is out. And we are underway here in your main event. As down through 1 and 2. Austin Knight on the low side. Troy Morris having some troubles. They went 3 and 4 wide. They're still 3 wide down the back straight away. Gray slide job on Knight. Here comes Eric Greco to the inside. Lap 1 is in the books at the moment. And there's a car going upside down. A massive crash. Oh boy, Rusty Krug, I think it is, in the 55 machine. Let's take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. No, in fact it wasn't. It might have been Jake Swanson. Let's go back a little further on that one. Yes, it was Jake Swanson, in fact, in that 17 machine. So let's take a look at our onboard camera angle, thanks to Black Diamond Motorsports and the Black Diamond Motorsports onboard camera angle. We're about to see this car go for a ride, and I thought it was a bit bigger than that. Wow, that was disappointing. Just the one flip. The way that it rolled the first time, I thought it was going to end up over in the ballpark. We had that car on screen, Jeremy Queener. It's a yellow flag come out as well, so we'll go back to live pictures here. So lights should go out this time by. Keep an eye on the racing.com post truck. They do. Flashing lights off. Lights off on. Nope. Lights coming back on. They were turned off. Alright. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's try and be interactive with the chat, because I know you guys are out there watching. If you got a preferred drink out of these two options, Coke or Pepsi Max, what would you drink first? Lights to go out this time by on the post truck. Let us know. If Cody Gray is going to be beaten, who's he going to get beaten by? So any questions, feel free. Throw them down in the chat. Got the chats open. We're here to communicate with you guys. Yes. Yes. See? This is what I'd like to see. I'd like to see a Pepsi Max. Nothing like a good old can of Pepsi Max. Alright, here we go. Green flag is out. We're underway once again here in the turn number 1 and 2. Now, just give it a couple of laps for the timing and scoring to sort itself out. There we go. This is lap number 3 going to be complete now. Look at Bender looking at the low side down into turn number 3 and 4, looking for a podium over Austin Nybert. This track right now slick right through from the bottom to the top. There's still some moisture down low, and there's just a little bit of line of moisture up on the top side of the racetrack. Oh no! Morris around yellow, yellow, yellow. Not one person has said Coke. I love it. How good is that? Uh-oh, let's go and take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. And it all started with cars in front of Troy Morris. That was Peyton Grease and Brad Twitty coming together. So we'll go back and see if we can't figure out what happened here again. Oh, he just missed the turn. No, left front, got on the grass. Slides up into the side of Peyton Grease. Grease saved it. They were stuck together. They got off on another, but unfortunately for Troy Morris, wrong place at the wrong time. Favorite racetrack in USA? What's the favorite racetrack? Lights are out. Yes, Tim. Yep. Got myself a can of Pepsi Max ready to go right now. It's waiting just to be cracked open. Just. Oh man, I'm actually getting thirsty just thinking about it. So 5 in the book, still 25 remaining here at the virtual Lernerville Speedway here on the racing.com service. Green flag is out. AJ Bender straight to the inside, trying to go 2 for 1. Here comes corner yellow. Now, this could be, I believe, Jake Swanson. Poor old Jake. Poor Jake Swanson trying to stay up on the top side of the racetrack. And unfortunately, he just kept that right rear just over the edge of the racetrack and down the banking and hit the wall. Let's go, favourite racetrack in the country. Yeah, talking about the United States. Pace is starting to picken up once again. Green flag set to come back out onto the racetrack. Green flag is out. Cody Gray, Eric Greco, Austin Nye, your top three down into turn number 1 and 2. AJ Bender. I think we had a car going big time just then. Oof, this might be a big moment. Huge ride for JD Laird. Geez, nose to tail. Hang on to your hats, folks, on this one. Buckle up, we're about to go on board with JD Laird. Ready? You want to see what it's like to go on board and go for a rollover? If you haven't had one already, let's find out. So it just tags the back of it, hits the wall, upside down, and then got hit. Nose, tail, sky dirt, sky dirt, sky dirt. Take a look at another angle here. He got absolutely... It's like he was a football. He just got punted. Talk about trying to kick a field goal. Just going to slow this down right now because I believe it was Dominic Del Monte who nowhere to go, and he hit JD Laird, and I think he might have almost got tagged by the 47 car there of Rudy Padilla. But yeah, look at that car just go absolutely tumbling down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Ouch, down hard on the chassis rails too. Thankfully, this is the virtual world, and the only thing that would have got hurt could have been an ego that he doesn't have, maybe. Here we go, green flag is back out. JD's a great guy. And speaking of JD, the JDR graphics, number 4 machine of Cody Gray. So now, let's see if these drivers can get settled into a rhythm here at the Lernerville Speedway. Cordner now trying to move on. Bender down into turn 1. Cordner slide job. Bender, he comes back underneath him. He nearly runs it off the racetrack. Was Cordner in the 77. Bender slides up again. He'll take back 4. Cordner once again. Look for these drivers to put the wing in the trunk and just let us sail around the top of the racetrack. Contact left front to right, left rear to right front, left rear will win every day of the week. Cordner now coming after Austin Nye down into turn number 1 and 2. This is for the final transfer, not the final spot on the podium. Yellow is out just as he goes to throw the yellow. It was too little too late because the yellow flag is already out, and I believe we have, it is Double J, JJ Eriksen in the number 16 car. He might have even been a victim here of somebody else's mess. Checked up before that, so Let's take a look. Maybe Rusty Kruger. And the 5X for Swindell Speed Lab. Oh, Morris just slid up. Kruger was on the outside and Kruger goes upside down. Ooh, that was close for your race leader too, you got to admit. So, looking above at the racetrack here at the Lernerville Speedway. How good is it? Well, I would love to try and get over to the US and do the King's Royal and the Knoxville Nationals. Unfortunately, it's just so hard to do. Green flag is out. Cody Gray, Eric Greco, Austin Nye. Keep an eye on the 77th of Chris Corden. And now Austin Nye getting a run. He nearly drove it off the edge of the racetrack to get by Eric Greco. For a second, they go 3 wide momentarily. And here comes Cody Nye in the 45 machine, working upstairs. Austin runs upstairs as well. Cordner continuing to work it down low, trying to dig it deep and sell it cheap out of turn number 4. He will lose 4 spot. And he'll go back to the top side down into turns 1 and 2. I think if these drivers are able to hit the bottom right, you can certainly have a fair bit of speed. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And I believe we are looking at, if we take a look here at the Wicked Cushion instant replay, Jordan Barmer. If it wasn't him, I've got another one of Sean Condy. Now, is that how you say his name? C-O-N-D-E? There it is. Maybe though. It just happened to, again, just in front of your leader. So wait for the timing and scoring screen to update itself. Yes, we'd love to go to Knoxville. We'd love to go to the King's Royal. I'd love to go to the Chili Bowl and the World Finals. They're probably the 4 races that I would love to go to. But when it comes to dirt racing, not interested at all at NASCAR or Formula 1. If it ain't on dirt, I don't want to know about it. Well, it's not like I've got a job to go to, so this is my job. I love every second of it. The people that you meet on here, there's some good ones, there's some, yeah, we'll say there's some bad ones as well, but you know, you take the good with the bad. Lights out, pace truck off the racetrack. And it's the same 3 again, Gray, Greco, and Austin Nye. Gray is so good there on the restarts there to get that car locked down on the bottom side. Look at Austin Nye onto the inside of Cody on the inside of Austin as again we are going yellow. Troy Morris in that 7 machine. And we should be able to get a Wicked Cushion instant replay. Let's have a look. In fact, what happened? She was all out of shape. Well, that's not a good way to have that happen. So Morris has gone back to pit road. That is him done for the evening. White's still on the pace truck. Eric Greco. Just giving a couple of little love taps there to the back of Cody Gray, your race leader. Alright, you can hear the pace starting to pick up right now. The green flag is back out. We're underway once again in tonight's main event. Officially halfway home. 15 down and 15 to run. Corner and Mender trying the synchronized sliders down through turns 1 and 2. Cody Gray, man, he just gets up on the wheel and he just drives the absolute backside out of that thing. He's trying to drive the wheels off the race car. Cody Gray on the low side through 1 and 2. He'll start 3/4 of the way up, slide to the cushion, out of turn number 4. But here comes Cordner with his own move down into turn number 1 and 2. Look at Bender. Oh, he might be becoming a landscaper. He's just trying to cut the grass and find a bit more racetrack down low. Look at Cordner around the top in 3 and 4. Austin Knight, look out, because here comes the 77 off the racetrack. Yellow is out, and the yellow may have just saved Chris Cordner. Boy, oh boy. Chris Cordner, the 77, he was hot on the tail of Austin 9, the 97 machines. You know what? We're just going to roll around here while we're under yellow. This will give you a good insight as to what the racetrack is like. And you can see the shiny stuff is what we're rolling through right now. It is slick from top to bottom. There's not a whole lot to lean on up there either. You can see the moisture just down to the left of the racetrack on the inside. Goes from moisture to nothing. Let's just get we'll try and slow this down here, because you can just see where the edge of the racetrack is. There's really nothing to lean. There's a bit of a cushion ledge, a bit of a ledge just there, but yeah, once you get past that, now we'll just fast forward it up so we're coming back live. So this should be lap 19 complete with 11 laps to run. Oh, ho, ho. Everybody getting antsy trying to predict on when the leader is going to go, but we all know you can't go until the leader goes. 3 wide double slide jump by Chris Cordner. Greco and Nye come together. We'll bring the standings back up. Greco takes back second, and now Cordner coming after Greco down into turns 1 and 2. Slide jump for second. Oh, it is business out in front. Business as usual for the number 4G of Cody Gray. I just would love to see a yellow right now, just for the simple fact that I would love to see what Chris Cordner has in that number 77 machine, to see if he's got anything for your race leader. AJ Bender, Cody Nye, they'll battle it out. Austin Nye, Peyton Grease, Joe Gibb, Dakota Albright, Ryan Greco. Those drivers running at your top 10. Look at this. Here comes Austin Nye with a slider on Grease. Cody Nye on the inside, that 45 machine on AJ Bender. The gap between the race leaders is 2.5 seconds. Cody Gray is just absolutely blitzing this field. Lap car starting to come into play. And that was Jordan Balmer there, I think, going back. Well, trying to pull that car up on the infield. But unfortunately, the yellow flag is going to fly. And this is the race I wanted to see. Now that this field is going to get moved into single file restart once again. With what is going to be 5 laps left to run. The 77 of Chris Cordner. He has been pretty good over the last couple of laps. Again, just looking in from the blip cam here at Lernerville Speedway, you can see the lights just still flashing now. The bottom of your screen of the iRacing.com pace truck. Gray, Cordner and Eric Greco. Let's find out who has got the patience to go to victory lane. 5 laps left to run. Gray, Cordner and Greco. Here we go. Let's see if we can't run the final 5 laps under the green flag conditions. Gray, very, very good through 1 and 2. Cordner trying to set himself up for a run on the exit of turn 4 up on the top side. 7/10 of a second lead goes to Cody Gray. And the yellow going to display itself. My, oh my. Things are starting to heat up, and just as they heat up, it's like the fire extinguisher puts it out, and well, we get to set it, we get to do it all again. I dare say that we are going to be chatting with Cody Gray here in a few moments' time, a couple of laps. So time is starting to run out. Surely it's not going to take 10 more minutes to get these final 3 laps in the books. Austin Nye, who was running inside the top 3 there at one stage early on in this feature event. He's gone back to pit road, so 15 cars as well. An early start for your race leader of Cody Gray, Chris Cordner. Here he comes down to the inside, slide jump for the race lead and off the racetrack. Oh no, Cordner! Oh, that could be the moment, as here comes Eric Greco now to the inside on turns 3 and 4. How in the world is Cordner still in second? He near drove it off the racetrack and nearly ended up into the trees out there. White flag this time by for your race leader. There is contact, heavy contact there on the exit of turn 4 with some drivers. What another dominating display here at the Lernerville Speedway. Cody Gray once again picks up yet another feature event. Second will go to Chris Cordner, and Eric Greco at the line will grab third. The rest of the results we're about to show on screen here in a moment. Boy, oh boy. This JDR Graphics 4G of Cody Gray. He has just been absolutely lightning. Getting ready to do some celebratory donuts here out of turn number 4. Cody Gray, another well-deserved win. Let's take a look at your feature results, just why he's continuing to do those victory donuts. Those results coming up on screen right now. Cody Gray with the win. Chris Cordner home in second. Eric Greco to round out the podium. Fourth place is going to go to AJ Bender. Peyton Grease out of position in position 5. Joe Gibb, Dakota Albright, Cody Nye, Brant Twitty, Ryan Greco, the top 10. JD Laird, Trevor Ballou, Dominic Del Monte, Rudy Padilla, Jordan Balmer in 15th. Jake Swanson, 16th. Austin Nye, 17th. JJ Irksey, Jeremy Queener. Aiden Lang, your top 20. Sean Condy, Troy Morris, Rusty Kruger, and Grant Sexton. Now the top 24 drivers in this one. We will get a chance to chat to our podium here, and we'll chat to the winner here tonight in car number 4G. He does it again. It's not Armour Kane, because you've done it again. Cody Gray with the victory. Well done, Cody.
Thank you, Brett. Yeah, it was definitely interesting. Got the lead on lap 1 and tried to stick there. That bonsai slider by Chris Corner was almost a little concerning, but he went over the edge and we held on to it.
This racetrack was slick from top to bottom. You had the intention of running the top side all throughout that feature event, but on those restarts, you were just trying to stay as close as you can to that inside grass area on the exit of turn 4.
Yeah, Greco was definitely on my bumper for most of those. I got him for the first couple, and then he started catching on, so I had to kind of switch it up on him, but it was still a good race.
All right, Cody. Well, another win here, another win in the series. Before we let you go, of course, sponsor shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
I'd like to thank Saxon Fire Protection, JDR Graphics, all of my teammates at Hammerhead Sim Racing, and everyone out there watching.
All right, there is your winner here tonight in car number 4G. He gets the job done once again. We'll chat to the driver that comes home in second spot tonight. It is Chris Cordner. Chris, congratulations on this second place run. How in the world did you manage a second place? You drove off the edge of the racetrack at least 2 or 3 times that I've seen, and you still come home second.
That's pure luck right there. I'm so excited to have a good finish with these boys here on this Thursday evening. A lot of aluminum courage and liquid courage was able to get that move done.
And what was going through your mind on that final restart? There was 2 laps to go, I'm pretty sure it was, and you drive it in deep into turn 1 and 2. Did you know you were going to go off the edge as soon as you sent it in there?
Going into that one right there, Cody Gray is an absolute threat on iRacing. He's a real good driver. So I had a chance. I figured why not absolutely send it, and hey, it went over the edge. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? You're going to drive back onto the racetrack, still come back onto the racetrack, and finish second. Close results for you and the other guys behind you there. But Chris, congratulations on this second place run. And before we let you go, of course, sponsor shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
There isn't a whole lot of sponsorship. We got a nice cold can of Miller Lite that's helping me out tonight. I got my buddy Darnelli Jones on the wrenches. He really helped me out. And big shout out to my pop. I hope he's watching tonight.
All right, there we go, Chris. In fact, it's Corner. I've been calling him Cordner. Chris, I apologise about that. I just actually seen that. But we'll chat to the driver that comes home. Third place here tonight. It is Eric Greco. Eric, third place finish here tonight. You can't be too disappointed with that one, buddy.
Yeah, no. We ran pretty good. It was just a pretty one groove on the top, and Cody really sticks it up there really high and really consistent on the top. I couldn't do that, and I was trying out some different lines on the bottom and the middle, but I couldn't get anything to work.
We had a couple of yellows there during that race. Obviously, those stop starts, really breaks up the momentum and sort of taking away the focus away. How do you sort of keep yourself focused in the sim to try and best your results?
I mean, one thing is you got to make sure you get a good restart, and I think I blew it there one time, and I think I got too good of a start, but I lifted just because I didn't want to get a black flag for passing Cody there, and I lost a couple spots, and I think I got into Austin I a little bit, but we kept it going, and you got to keep it nice and smooth, and at least the first lap, first turn, you got to make it a burner turn, because going over the fence here, going over the berm is worse than getting a couple tenths slower.
Now, I'm just looking at this racetrack from above, from in the sky here. Now, I'm seeing a lot of moisture on the exit of turn number 2. Did you guys see that down there, or were you just sort of committing to the top side and just letting it eat on the cushion? Because it's a fine line between, just that 1 inch wrong on the top side could mean that, you fall off the racetrack like we've seen Chris do a number of times. Were you at all tempted to go to the bottom side on the exit of turn 2?
As the race got later and later into the laps, I was tempted to start rolling the bottom, but the worst thing is you really got to back up the entry of the turn and use a lot of momentum. And one thing you could do on the top, although you could fall off the top, you can stay really, 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 you keep your momentum up. And sometimes that's easier to do. You might overshoot the bottom, you could spin out, the track was really loose, you could spin the tires, and you can end up losing more time than just if you drop the right rear off the berm.
Well, Eric, congratulations on this third place run here tonight at Lernerville Speedway. We'll let you get out of here before we let you go, of course. Sponsors, shout-outs, all that good stuff, mate. Who makes it happen for you?
My little brother, he puts on a pretty good league. We're trying to get it better and better as the races keep going on. We got one more to go, but I got to thank Jansen's Carpet Clean, my dad's company, and Jeffrey Dyer's got a new lightning sprint race here at Adobe Mountain Speedway this Saturday and Sunday, and we're going to go race our real car for the first time in a long time.
All right, well, look, well done on third. Good luck on the weekend, buddy, and who knows what the weekend will have in store for you.
Thank you.
Eric Greco there, home in third place, and that'll wrap us up here tonight. That is 3 broadcasts done here this evening here on Ultimate Dirt TV, and all races have been fantastic as per usual. But again, of course, a big thanks to the guys at the California Lightning Sprints for putting on this esports series. The Greco boys have done a fantastic job. And of course, the Corey Cruiser and Sprint Car and Midget Driving School as well for their support here on the esports side of things. And a big thanks to our own sponsors and partners here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thanks to Wicked Cushion, World of Thunder iRacing League, DirtFan.com, iRace Wraps, ISBC Broadcasting, and Critical Hit Baits. We thank everybody for tuning in here tonight on the Facebook and YouTube feeds. We hope you have enjoyed the coverage, and we are back tomorrow night, Friday night, here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And until then, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, and on behalf of myself, Brett Wheeler, and everybody that has made all this possible here on this Thursday evening and each and every night here on Ultimate Dirt TV, congratulations goes to Cody Gray here tonight. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, good night.